Hello there, and welcome to Football Quotes. Ralf Rangnick agrees to be Manchester United's interim manager. Manchester United are one step closer to appointing Ralf Rangnick as interim manager on a 6-month contract. The 63-year-old chairman is poised to join United but will not be in charge this weekend against Chelsea while he is waiting for his work permit. United have agreed terms with Rangnick but not with Lokomotiv Moscow, where he is the current head of sports and development. It comes after United sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer on Sunday following a trophyless 3-year spell as boss. Former German keeper Lutz van Steel briefly worked with Rangnick at Hoffenheim and believes his arrival at Old Trafford will be beneficial for United. Ralf Rangnick is a big expert, really one of the best coaches or managers Germany produced in the last 15 to 20 years, I would say, said Van Steel, who is the sporting director at St. Louis City SC. Everything he did so far was successful, and he always was very clear that if he gets the opportunity to work for a big club in England, he wants to do that. Rangnick won the German Cup with Schalke in 2011 and took RB Leipzig to the final in 2019. During the 2010 and 11 season, he guided Schalke to the semi-finals of the Champions League, where they lost 6-1 on aggregate to United, who were then beaten by Barcelona in the final. So looking at this interim head coach, I think he is the one who really can get everything stabilized to really get Manchester United back on track. I think he probably was the best man on the market, Van Steel added. We like to call him in Germany the football professor. Everything he does is very well thought out. The way he puts structures in place at every club is something amazing. Rangnick has built an impressive coaching reputation during his time in Germany, chiefly through spells at Stuttgart, Hanover, Hoffenheim, Schalke, and RB Leipzig. Around the grounds. Mikel Arteta wants Arsene Wenger back at Arsenal. The current Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta says he wants to bring his predecessor Arsene Wenger back to the club in some capacity and has already spoken to him about a possible return. Wenger, 72, guided Arsenal to 3 Premier League titles and won the FA Cup on 7 occasions in his 22 years in charge of the North London side. We would be delighted to have him much closer, Arteta said. I think he would have a great time to seeing the environment that he can create around him when he's around this place because of the respect, admiration, and the love that everybody at the club has for what he's done, as well as for what he represents as a person. Arteta spent 5 years playing under Wenger at the Gunners. ECL and AS Moura defeat Spurs 2-1. Tottenham manager Antonio Conte said the situation is not simple at the club after his side were beaten 2-1 by AS Moura to leave their Europa Conference League last 16 hopes in jeopardy. Former Tottenham midfielder Jermaine Henas told BT Sport that the defeat was shocking and embarrassing, while ex-Spurs manager Glenn Hoddle added the team's first half performance was dreadful. I did not like what happened tonight, said Conte. I must be honest and tell you that after 3.5 weeks, I am starting to understand the situation. We need time, but we have to do better in everything. Vitesse are level on points with Conte's side in Group G and host Moura in their final match. Meanwhile, the Spurs are against Rennes. Both games will be held on December 9.
Thanks for joining us here on Football Quotes. We'll see you next time.